Speaking of the bosom buddies, it was now time for the world title to be on the line before the world title was on the line. When Gunther challenged Damian Priest, and boy, this had every opportunity to kind of be a death spot too, between what they've seen and what they're about to see. And I'm not sure that I like this as much as the normal Gunther matches, but again, they told the exact story they should tell. They did the exact finish they should do. And is it that Priest does a lot of modern stuff, the spinning and the leaping and the kicking in the air and the blocking and the parrying and the thrusting, and Gunther's such a really a great throwback to an old-fashioned Gene Kiniski kind of motherfucker, just comes straight at you, that was it a bit of a clash of styles? Normally, Gunther is timeless, but this was really, a lot of this was really modern. You know, and you didn't, and I'll say the one more thing, and then you respond. You didn't have the pure babyface and heel dynamic from the start you usually have, where Gunther is bullying a smaller guy. He was trying to make Priest his physical equal, and they transitioned Priest to a babyface by the end, but it wasn't there at the start. Now you talk.
There's no Priest-Gunther history or feud or anything that really seems like a big deal. So there was no energy, not that everything could be Punk versus McIntyre, but like that at the beginning. It was just two guys wrestling. At least Priest was wearing all black. I don't think purple has helped him. And he was wearing all black, and yeah, he wrestles a lot of them. Maybe you
should go to lavender.
He wrestles a lot of the modern style. He does a lot of that stuff. And Gunther, Gunther has wrestled pretty much mostly guys who wrestle that style his whole career. They also followed Punk McIntyre. They were also clearly the only match before what people thought may happen in the main event. It is kind of the death spot. You said before something interesting. You thought the finish was what it should be. Do you mean Gunther winning? Do you mean the method in which he won it? Or do you mean the Judgment Day story coming together leading to him winning?
Gunther winning is what they should have done, and Finn being responsible is what they should have done. I don't know if it could have been a little more exciting than what actually happened. But let's get, basically in the match, not really a blow-by-blow. That's all they did. Punches, chops, and kicks. And Gunther's chest was bleeding from not one of the Jericho blade jobs, try to get one of his Japanese turtles over, but actually he was bruised up. But they laid it in and had a big guy fight, back and forth until finally they got to the story. Finn got to ringside to cheer Damian Priest on. And Priest had fired up and made a comeback and hit a couple clotheslines and a razor's edge and a choke slam and covered Gunther. And as the referee goes down to count, Finn rolls in and put Gunther's leg on the ropes and rolled back out. And then Priest gets up like, what the fuck happened? And he looks and he sees the replay on the screen, which is a nice touch because why wouldn't you? It's on a giant screen. If you're not sure what happened, they're going to show you again.
No, that was great. They had a shot behind Priest of him watching the big screen. So you all got to see how he was brought to know about this.
He was how the jig was up, as they say. And their Finn had his back turned and he's smiling and doesn't realize until he looks and realizes, oh shit, he saw that. And then Priest goes toward Finn, but Gunther got the sleeper from behind and had him down. And then Priest kind of fought out and reached out and grabbed Finn, but Gunther grabbed him from behind and powerbombed him, got the sleeper again, and put him out. And that, to me, was a little flat. Once that Finn, or that Priest knew that Finn had done it, he's reaching for him. If Gunther had come from behind and they had done some kind of exchange which led to Gunther either getting a pin, or even if fucking, a Priest had fucking planted him again, but Finn had given him some kind of elbow in the back or was some pinfall. When everybody just goes down and lays there for a while after a betrayal, A betrayal should be followed by a shocking 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. Let everybody react. When you're watching a guy sitting in a hold, to me, it takes so long. They're already thinking about what happened. They're anticipating the guy's lost. It's not as big a pop when he does lose because they saw it coming. Have I made all those points halfway clear?
Halfway.
It was a little blah. A little blah at the end there. But so now, Dominic has pissed Priest off by turning on Rhea. Finn, for reasons I'm sure he'll explain next week on TV, did what he did when he did it. Priest loses the world title as we predicted to branch off into the Judgment Day. This kind of like Dusty booking in that they don't want Priest to get even with Gunther. So Priest has somebody else to go get even with so the people don't notice that he's not getting even with Gunther. So everybody's in the right place. It was a little blasé on the end. I don't know. You tell me.
What do you think Judgment Day becomes? I mean, we'll find out soon enough, obviously. Do you think it becomes Finn leading JD and Carlito? Or does it become Dominic with Liv and all 5 of them? Then that's the new Judgment Day.
I don't know about that.
Because you got to think, is he going to just go after Finn or is Dominic tied into it? Because again, it goes into earlier. You got to assume now he was lying to Damian about knowing what Dominic was up to, right?
I think Finn, as a single and as a former champion there, and he's got a track record, he's got a nice program with Priest for Priest to redeem himself and come out ahead in the end. And then I don't see why Priest and JD wouldn't be a tag team and let Dom and Liv be on their own for a while, and potentially as they're trying to run from Rhea, then potentially you've got the mixed tag with Dom and Liv and Rhea and Priest. But does there need to be a Judgment Day? Are the people going to set the seats on fire if there's no Judgment Day?
I don't think they'll set the seats on fire. Is the Judgment Day something that people aren't sick of that you could use as a prop to fill up TV time?
I just wish they'd get rid of the clubhouse.
Well, yeah, who's paying rent on that thing?
Yeah, say, whose name is it in? Did they sign a lease?
They're still signing everything in the name of Adam Copeland, apparently.
Is there a security deposit? I bet Adam Copeland put the security deposit down when he started the whole thing. Boy, how things change. Adam Copeland starts a group called the Judgment Day, and now he's home with a broken leg working for the distant number 2 company. And a guy that was a flunky of his just lost the world title in front of 60,000 people for the big company.
And this is the moment Judgment Day found out their shirts have not been selling as well as they used to. All right, time to break them up.
But anyway, that, I don't know. But everybody's in the right place now. Gunther is the world champion, and as we said, he can get heat off of having a belt that people view as secondary by talking about how he's making it more important than the other one that they think is important. Whereas a babyface couldn't really do that.
And who's he going to feud with, Jey Uso?
I hope not, but we'll find out.